Hey, so today is October 19th, and I had my surgery on the 13th. So far, doing pretty good. I haven't had too much, like, pain. I would more say I've had no back pain per se, like, from what I used to, but, I have had intermittent neuropathy after about the third day, including the day of. Um, well, I mean, obviously, after the surgery, day of kind of thing. So about the third day is when I started feeling a little bit of neuropathy. It comes and goes, and it's. I think the swelling is going back down because I'm experiencing less of it than I did a few days ago. I'm currently taking one 300 milligram gabapentin 3 times a day. I was taking 2 pills each 3 times a day. Yeah, so I stayed with my mom the first few days. No bending, no twisting, no lifting, no housework for 2 to 3 weeks. I have to walk for like 10 minutes a few times a day, basically. You're supposed to know when you poop after surgery to make sure you don't have like a severe blockage or anything like that. And I was taking stool softener the entire week before. I'm taking Miralax right now because my stool's a little bit weird still, but finally pooped like 3 days after or something. I've had one shower since then. You have to cover the site during the shower, and then you have to replace the band-aid after, basically. And I'm supposed to get new band-aids in the mail today because I think I'm allergic to like regular adhesive. I didn't take any videos or anything, but the morning after my surgery, I woke up and I had tape lines right here, some right here, but mainly just like right here, like an X basically across my eyes from when they taped them closed. Obviously, I didn't know I would react that badly to the adhesive, so next time I'm gonna put that I'm allergic to tape. But the band-aid I have on my back right now is quite itchy. I've had a Benadryl today, but hopefully the new band-aids come so I can just change it. Yeah, so surgery went well. I went home the day of, and then kind of just been doing what I can. I'll show you the picture of what they took out of my back, because basically, when I woke up in recovery, one of the ladies that was in there in the surgery, they took a picture and she came out and showed it to me, and I was like, whoa, and then I realized they probably don't take pictures of like everybody's. It's probably just because mine's big. That's the update. Almost a week later. Thanks. Bye.
Hi, today is October 29th. I had my 2-week post-op on October 26th, so like 3 days ago, and I took off my steri strips. It was a telemedicine appointment, and so I was instructed to take off my steri strips, and she looked at my incision. She said it looks pretty good. It's closing well enough. The very bottom stitch looks like it might be going out versus in, so we might just have to cut that in a little bit, but she says healing really good, and basically I haven't been having near as much like neuropathy, and I wouldn't say I've had any true numbness. I've felt a little bit of like I can feel the nerve every once in a while, and I have some neuropathic pain, but I haven't felt the numbness in addition to. So that's the difference a little bit. I've felt it most in like right in my hip, like moving like the hip. So getting out of bed, from laying down, sitting, like moving up from the sitting position, that type of thing. And with that hip pain, it goes a little bit up into the buttock, but everything in my back is just a soreness from like surgery, I believe. I've had no like genuine back pain in my opinion. I think it's all just been soreness and a little bit of like getting used to the surgery after type of thing. So during my post-op, she asked if I wanted to resume ibuprofen or if I wanted to start a steroid to help with the inflammation again, because we want to make sure that we start strong with getting the inflammation down, and then once it gets down, then we'll see where we're at. Since the inflammation in my hip has been bothering me, I said I would go with the steroids, so I got tapered prednisone, and I'm in like the middle of taking it right now. And the first 2 days of taking it were like really great. I did stuff, obviously not going out of my parameters, like with lifting, bending, twisting, that type of thing, but I still did a little bit of stuff. And then this isn't technically included in the surgery update or anything, but so this week I've had 3 doctor's appointments basically. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, post-op. Tuesday, I went to my primary care physician, and then yesterday, I went to PT. So I'll tell you about PT in a second, but my primary care physician, they have, it's like an office of PAs basically. This time I saw one of the PAs that I haven't before, just because he was the one that was available that day. And so I talked to him about how my insurance changed and I can't go back to my other psychiatrist. And I do have a diagnosis and everything, so it's okay. But basically I asked him about, I was going to switch already with my other psychiatrist to a different medicine soon, and so he was perfectly fine with that. I switched from sertraline to duloxetine, and then I also asked if he could prescribe me ADHD medication because I've always known I had it, but I didn't get my proper diagnosis until I was in high school, and also my mom didn't tell me when I was diagnosed. Anyways, so basically I was like, I'm gonna take this opportunity. Could we do like a combination, get some coverage from both medicines type of thing? So I was prescribed modafinil for ADHD and depression. That covers those two, and then the duloxetine covers depression, anxiety, and neuropathic pain. So I should get a pretty even coverage, hopefully. I haven't taken this duloxetine yet because I'm tapering my sertraline, but I have started taking the modafinil. I haven't felt significant effects from the modafinil yet, but we're gonna start seeing something hopefully. And I know this doesn't correlate, but I figure I'll just throw it in as well since we're talking about my primary care physician. I got the baseline test for inflammation, so ANA, rheumatoid factor, CRP, and ESRs. I think he might have added something else, but those were the like basic ones for inflammation, because I know I have IBS and I know I have POTS, which generally speaking, people who have these things typically have other autoimmune disorders, as well as people in my family already have those things. And so I was basically wanting to see if I could get a diagnosis before I have any ill effects from other autoimmune disorders. So that's what we're doing. And he said if those come back with inflammation, I'll get referred to a rheumatologist. And then yesterday was PT. So I went to the office. It was basic stretches essentially, stretching your abdominals, glutes, a little bit of the back, and then some core leg ones. I will show you my handout. Here we go. These are my stretches to do 1 to 2 times a day until tomorrow. And then we might either change these, add some, whatever we're doing. With that paper, she also gave me updated restrictions. Continue to progress walking duration up to 30 to 45 minutes. Avoid prolonged sitting. No sitting for longer than 30 to 45 minutes. Always sit on a firm surface with lumbar support. They just want to make sure you're careful with everything you're doing. You don't want to push anything too far, especially the stretches. Some of them are like right around the nerve, stretching those muscles. So you don't want to do anything that's like too painful. You want to get the stretch but no pain, basically. I've been doing really well on the sitting, which I'm very happy about, because before, not to get emotional, but am I gonna cry about sitting? Sorry. Essentially, I couldn't sit for any period of time without having numbness and neuropathy, as well as yesterday for my PT appointment, I wore tennis shoes. The last time I wore tennis shoes. Sorry, I started crying, but essentially I hadn't worn tennis shoes since like over 2 months ago, because the last time I wore them was when I tried to go back to work, and I basically had to quit that job because I couldn't stand up for longer than like 2 hours, and the entire time I was in pain. So basically, wearing tennis shoes since then, it's hurt and it scared me because I wasn't able to. But I wore them yesterday. It wasn't horrible. I do think I might need a little bit of a bigger shoe size. However, it wasn't like making my neuropathy worse like it was last time. I had those 3 doctor's appointments this week. They all went really well. And the next one is tomorrow. I have a list here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 PT appointments scheduled. We might add some more. I'm not sure yet. But I'm excited. I know everything's going really well. And I can do stuff now that I couldn't before, which makes me happy. I don't know if I'm gonna include any of the parts when I'm crying. I might put it in at the end or like an extras or whatever. But chronic pain and depression is horrible. If anyone wants to talk about their problems, if you're having similar issues, I understand. So, bye. Hello everyone. And if you're seeing this when my camera turned off, it didn't corrupt.